Welcome to the dungeons, Dayman here. As you can see, I've done some exploring with our new prestige system, and after playing several dungeons and exploring our new features, I wanted to share my first impressions with you all, while it's all still fresh. Here on my back, you can actually see I have upgraded to a prestige weapon. How beautiful is that? And I do appreciate, though that I am level 10 at this point, I am still remarked as a higher level, as I was worried that I would be mistaken as a lower level individual after all the grinding. So I do appreciate that with the new update. Um, there are so many pros, so many pros. It feels like a love letter from the developers to the player base. But I just want to open up with just a quick gripe because it's really the only one I have. And it comes from a place of understanding too. And that is that there is an increased price for our potions, right? This is the only thing here that to me feels kind of brutal, but again, it makes sense. I mean, we have so much gold that we have to use something with it. And I'm surprised to see Invis not being the most expensive potion. Now it's going to cost you nearly 9,000 gold just to get a set of Resurrection. So make sure you keep those shelves stocked. But again, our developers care about us. They gave us this in a prior update that allowed us to keep our potions on us. Now, what you're going to notice, I have 2 back weapons. That's right. We got ourselves a new perk. So we didn't just get new dungeons, new enemies, new locations. We got new perks. And if you've heard me talk before, I've always said that spear and shield were going to be the most powerful combinations. What with that knockback and pursuit damage? Now, you're going to find that it's going to be a legs perk. It's called Juggernaut. At tier 1 with it, you're only going to get you're not going to get any speed increase, which is pretty rough, especially when you've been so used to moving around with haste. And it looks at its max movement speed is movement by 20. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm at a movement speed 15, and frankly, I don't miss it too much. Now, right here, look at this. We now have a new look to our arms. So, I don't know let's check to see if it works with all our armors. As I'm going to change my chest armor here and see if we can't get a different look. So it does look like we keep an updated version of our armor, but it's supposed to match the Nova Guild armor that comes with this new update. If you saw my prior video, I did have this equipped as a demonstration. A lot of cool new helmets, by the way. Is it a hood? I guess it is a hood. So, if you ever played Knights of the Old Republic, it feels so cool to have that Revan look, but you know me, I want to be a grimy old goblin. I think that's quite funny. Speaking of some of our newer locations, over here we have our armory, and up here we have the comms tower. Comms tower is where we're going to go in order to actually prestige your character and select your perks and weapon. I like to come up here now just for the beautiful view, guys. Just looking at that makes you feel good. So it's a nice space to kind of come and check out, and briefly, I want to discuss one of our new features. That's here in Other. We have the LV tablet. It's experimental, but once we click on that, we're going to be able to pick it up. This is the second time I'm recording this video because I tried to record it with the LV tablet, but I am still figuring out how to get content on this. But I like this idea of being able to get a third-person view, a first-person view, and that selfie mode, which is going to be great for content creators. You can finally see my beautiful mug, right? So, I'll put that back in my little pouch here. Won't be using it from this video forward, only because it didn't do me much good the first time I recorded this video. But again, it's a learning curve. Down here, as well as over here, and from the training grounds, are all locations by which you can find the armory. Pardon if you heard that notification. I should have put myself onto Do Not Disturb. Hi, little guy. So we have some pretty cool little drones and allies down here. I love that we're getting NPCs.
Ready to try something new?
Here we have a very...
Sometimes the smallest change makes the biggest difference.
I like that she is this look between like sci-fi and fantasy, a perfect NPC blend of what we're looking for. And over here, I mean, I love the expansion of the fantasy universe.
I'll supply the steel.
And so here we have, look at his fingers here, very clearly a fantasy creature. I love to have a little bit more goblin representation. Hey, buddy, put it there.
Take your time. I'm stuck on this planet, same as you.
Interesting. So over here, we're going to see that items will update every, like, what, 20-something minutes, maybe every half hour? I'm not entirely sure. Probably every half hour. But let me know in the comments below if at lower levels you're able to access these legendary weapons, or...
An axe we had myself. Got a good throwing arm.
I'd like to give them the chance to use their lines here.
That's an order.
I'll do my best. With those expensive resurrections, we'll see. Now, I saved the best for last. Look at this. We got Nova, our queen. Now, there's some debate. Is this going to be a male dog or a female dog? I'm going to say she's our queen. And I don't want to hear nothing about what you think a female dog is, because that is a queen. In the dungeons, you're going to be able to acquire these bones. These bones can be acquired from enemies, as well as being able to purchase power gems. Huge quality of life for those staff users. So with the bone...
Every detail matters, especially when it's yours.
Pretty expensive again. Another note on how prices have increased, but that ain't too bad.
In the dungeons, no doubt.
So, Nova, she is going to be able to catch this. Now, do be careful, because her bite can cause you harm.
Good to see you.
Woo, buddy. She can fetch, she can follow that, and watch this. Bye-bye. So Nova, check this out. I heard a rumor about this, and I checked it out, so now I know it's confirmed. Now, I mentioned, do be careful. She can hurt you with her bite, but she will follow you outside of the armory, even to your room. But that's not the big part. She's going to follow us all the way to our training grounds. When we make it to our training grounds, we can actually see that Nova is a companion that has earned those scars. Come on, Nova. Go get him. She gonna get him. She gonna get him. Isn't that so cool? Don't you hurt her. Get her, Nova. Get her, Nova. Do be careful, because those skelly boys are gonna try and hurt our good girl. Come on, that's our queen. Don't you do nothing. Yeah. Oh! Good job. I was gonna get vengeance for you, baby girl. Here you go. Watch, she can catch. Ready? She sits. If you hold it high, she'll sit. Go sit. Catch it. Okay, good. I dodged the bite that time. She will cause you a little bit of damage. Not too much. All right, I'll let you go. You can give her the pets. That's right. You can give her the pets. Oh, I love the responsiveness of it. Okay. Doesn't she sound so cute? Okay. All right, I'll leave our queen be. No pun intended. So I want to discuss a few of the other features, because yes, environmental stuff, NPC stuff, a little bit of lore stuff is so cool, but what we're also getting a huge update in bye-bye, Nova. We're getting a huge update with our dungeons. You see these hazard markers. Each of them provide a new type of danger within our dungeons. Oh, they just updated. So we get randomized weapons. We have select weapons. This one here, no healing potions, is crazy. Found out that one the hard way. Swarms of enemies. We get more prevalent bosses that spawn in. And we're getting 30 plus new rooms, which is again why we lost our pre-generated dungeons. But hey, you know, we overplayed Haunted Chambers, right? So see if I can see any more of those hazard markers. But yeah, What's great about those hazard markers is that they are going to increase the experience yield. So anyone who's trying to get to that prestige level and get these new perks and awesome mythical weapons, look at this machine gun I got. By the way, that's 30 shots with a ×3 spread. It's just amazing. ×3 only in the projectiles, not the damage. As the damage yield is actually quite low, but it can be paired with thrusts and keep your enemies staggered, which make a weapon like this on par with crowd control, the same way you would find with a greatsword. So for those of us at the lower levels or trying to re-prestige, these additional challenges are a way that we can get there. Now, again, I just released a video about the bosses and how to beat them, but the game said that wasn't good enough. You get another video to make. So there's actually going to be more and more, there's going to be more bosses, not more bosses, but every boss now has a health bar above their head. That's right. So you're going to actually be able to check in how much damage you're doing. No more guesswork when it comes to those purple doomers. Now, each of these bosses is also going to have 2 skulls marking above their head and dividing their health pool into thirds. Every time you get past one of those hazard markers above their health bar, they get a new attack, and changing the tactics that you have to implement as you approach them, making this game feel entirely new, not just in the dungeon layout, but also in how our enemies interact with us. It's just so cool. And again, I'm excited to make another video discussing on how to defeat these new bosses with their new mechanics. I know I was over here calling the Skeletal Warrior a tickle monster. My goodness, he's far more difficult to stagger. I no longer see the foot tactic working as consistently. It can still work, but less consistently. And his variety of attacks are a lot scarier, which for a dungeon crawler is something I can greatly appreciate. So we've talked about one of the only pain points being an increased cost of our potions, as well as a few price gouging in our armory, but we have so much gold, we have to do something with it. Now, another nice thing, quality of life feature that just, again, the developers, they love this game and they love their player base, and you can feel it in every single update. They hear us and they respond. So I'm going to open up this grate over here, and this gives me an opportunity to show you another feature. We have new levers, no longer that weird angled dongle, a much more ergonomic handle that allows us to grip and pull down, especially when you're in a darker dungeon. This is going to open up our grate. Get ourselves a nice little torch here. And let's see where this leads us. Oh, that looks creepy. Tell me you're not ready for a jump scare, right? Okay. Nice. So here we're going to have our credits. I was speaking with a few people who were part of the, not development team, but people who were a part of the beta testing. Now, they didn't say anything that would have jeopardized them in their role there, but their names can be found towards the end of the credits if you're curious about who has been helping improve our game. Hey, Nova, looking for treats. Welcome. So, I really love the immersion that's brought in by having more NPCs, a larger environment, more beautiful views, greater expanse of our weapons and tactics, and as well as expanded tactics from our enemies. And just, it feels like a brand new game. So if you haven't picked it up yet, this is the perfect time. And if you've been playing for a while and maybe your play time has slowed down a little bit, you're going to be entering into something that feels entirely brand new. I did briefly discuss each of our weapons in a prior video. So if you're curious, check that out. And you have to fully go through another 60 levels in order to get another weapon, right? But with brand new perks, brand new enemies, brand new environments, brand new NPCs, I just feel like that this game has given back to its community as much as we've wanted to put into it. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the dungeons, exploring new tactics with our weapons, and I'm going to be going through some dungeon crawls with some friends, so let me know if you're interested in helping me make content. And we're going to go through those dungeons and do some real-time discovery on how to best manage our new enemies and environments. Until next time, Dayman out. Remember to disinfect your face mask and wash your face.